We are back in the Owen Center here in Peoria, Illinois. Our final game on today's slate for Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association Playoff Silver Division. Final game tonight is the Nebraska Huskers leading Robert Morris University Eagles, Robert Morris University of Peoria, 3-0 here after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in 2 periods of play, the Huskers 20 and the Eagles 14. And that's kind of been how the level of play has been between the two teams so far. Huskers really pouring it on there in the second period, now out to a 3-goal lead, 3-0 here as we enter third period of play. The winner of this game then goes on to face Iowa State. Iowa State, the #1 seed in the Silver Division. They were able to win their first game easily over the Missouri State Bears, 6-2. That was our first game here on SportsTownChicago.com. And the second game, Marquette defeated in overtime Loyola University of Chicago, the Ramblers, 7-6. An exciting game. Overtime winner was scored by Marquette 15 seconds into sudden death overtime. Third game, 4-1 winner, Aurora University over Bradley University, the local team, Bradley Braves. 4-1, Aurora was the victor. They're going to go on and face Marquette in Game 2 tomorrow night. So that game will be at 7 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. At 4:15 p.m., Iowa State will take on the winner of this game. And early indications are it looks like it's going to be Nebraska. So when Iowa and Nebraska battle here in the first game tomorrow, that'll be at 4:15, also on SportsTownChicago.com. So we're waiting for both teams to come on the ice, waiting for the referees to come on the ice, and then we'll have the puck drop for third period action. Before we get there, though, I do want to thank our crew today in case I miss it as we get throughout the game. Kyle DeWald on camera, Timmy Helms as well, and Chris Labosco at the controls. I want to thank you guys for today's broadcast. Everything you've been doing, it's been a great broadcast. I'm looking to close it out here in the home stretch. And we'll do it all again tomorrow, 4:15. Then on SportsTownChicago.com on Sunday, we're going to have the championship game, and that's going to be at noon. And that'll be the winner of the games from tomorrow's action. So we'll look to see what that turns out. So the Silver Division playoffs have pretty much run as scripted so far. The first top 3 seeds have won their games, and the 4th seed Nebraska is up 3-0 here. So you can call it a chalk setting here for the brackets, as each of the top 4 seeds are going to move on to the second round. And from a competition standpoint, usually that's kind of what you would expect. Sometimes you look to see if there's an upset that takes place, but that's not the case here, at least so far. If there is going to be an upset, it'd be a mild upset. Robert Morris University is really going to have to step on their play here because they're chasing 3 goals heading into the third period, start of third period. And both teams that have taken the ice, the referees are back out, so we're going to have the third period puck drop here in a moment. And we'll get to see the winner of this game take on Iowa State tomorrow at 4:15 back here at the Owen Center in Peoria, Illinois. I'd also like to thank the Owen Center for hosting us here up in our perch in Rink 1 for these games, and for the Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association for allowing us to do these broadcasts. We appreciate that. So stay tuned tomorrow on SportsTownChicago.com. We'll have 2 more games coming your way, and the championship game also on Sunday. Don't think there's any goal change, so Cam Herron's going to remain in net for Robert Morris. No change there. Kyle Shemmick's been pitching a shutout, so it'd be a shocker if he was pulled at this point. And he'll remain in net as well. There are no penalties currently, so there's no carryover minutes heading into the start of the third period. So both teams will be at even strength, full strength, starting off for the third period draw. And we're about to get started here. Teams coming out at center ice, puck ready, referees ready for the third period puck drop. Here in the Peoria Center on SportsTownChicago.com. And we're underway. Eagles maintain possession. Dylan Durham along the near board. Shot from the circle, gloved. Shemek, he had some difficulty with it, unable to corral it. And the Eagles keep it inside the zone. Rebound attempt, shot goes wide. Puck net knocked off the mooring. Some early activity there for the Eagles, but the net dislodged behind Shemek. He was well out of his net. And now the referee's going to look to put the peg back on, get the net back on its moorings. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Shemek. Inside the Nebraska zone. And Robert Morris wins the draw. Shot attempt, stick to side. Into the near corner, battle along the boards. Taken away by the Huskers. That's Patrick Lowe. Patrick Lowe getting over to the near boards. Knocked off the glass, Eric Leach. Coming into the Robert Morris zone, but taken away. And heading out is Joe Dobelair. Dobelair feeding the puck over to Philip Edwards. Edwards over to Dobelair. Puck knocked into the far corner, and that's into the netting. We're going to have another face-off inside the Nebraska zone. This one will be to the left of Kyle Shemek. Joe Dobelair is going to take the draw for Robert Morris. And Eric Leach. Eric Mears taking the draw for the Huskers. Centering pass from behind the net, Robert Morris. Looking for an outlet. Left point. Shot on net, deflected. Rebound attempt, loose. Puck is still loose. Shot goes wide of the goal and again knocked off the moorings here. And let's see. I don't think they're calling a goal. Whistle had blown. It's unfortunate for the Eagles. That's two plays in which the net has been dislodged while the puck was loose. The referees have to blow the whistle on that. Faceoff's going to be inside the Nebraska zone again. And just like that, the early action, the Eagles have closed the gap. Shots on goal 20-19 now. It was 20-14 entering the period. 5 shots on goal in the early going. Still on the big board, they're trailing 3-0, 18:54 to go here in the third period. Kyle Shemek doing some work to his mask. His mask came loose after that last skirmish in front of his net. He was able to get that adjusted. He's getting back in the net. Faceoff's going to be to his right of Shemek inside the Nebraska zone. Again, taking the draw is Eric Mears and Cam Bernecki for the Eagles. Nebraska wins the draw. They dump it down into the Robert Morris zone. Now there's a penalty. Tyler Poland in the box for roughing for Nebraska. Robert Morris going to the power play. Left point, Shoemaker. Shoemaker around one man on near boards, circling behind the Nebraska net, looking for a centering attempt, unable to make a connection there with Dylan Durman. And the puck knocked down into the Robert Morris zone. Cam Herron will stop the puck, and that'll be picked up by Philip Edwards. Skating forward now is Cam Bernecki. On the far boards, centering attempt, trying to get it back to Bernecki, unable to, and Shoemaker is unable to keep the puck in the zone. He'll have to go back. Dylan Durham inside the Robert Morris zone, looking for an outlet. Feeds the puck over to Jonathan Neville. Puck ringed around in the near corner. Nebraska looking to take possession. Robert Morris, far corner. Centering attempt, trying to get it over to Shoemaker, who's also in the far corner. He moves in on net, centering attempt, and they score! Joe Dobelair with the feed from Shoemaker. Brandon Shoemaker comes out from behind the net. Coming in on the play is Joe Dobelair. Feeds it into the slot. Defender didn't know who to cover, and Dobelair comes up, picks up the loose change, fires the puck in, and that could be the break that the Eagles are looking for. 3-1 now. Eagles get on the board. And there you see the replay, centering attempt from Shoemaker. Dobelair coming into the slot. puts it past Shemek. Now it's 3-1. Player knocked down into the corner there. No call. Robert Morris carries the puck, carries on, carrying it into the Nebraska zone. Stick handling around one defender, far face-off circle, backhand shot on net, and a save. That shot was from Philip Edwards. Shemek able to corral it. Well, Dobelair with the goal from Shoemaker and Neville. And it cuts the Nebraska lead to 3-1. Tyler Pullen now out of the box. Shovels a pass forward over to Nebraska on the near side, inside the Robert Morris zone. Trying to get into the slot, but defended there was Mears. And Shoemaker dumps the puck back into the Nebraska zone. Mears takes possession, carries it out. Tyler Pullen, far board. Far corner, looking for a centering attempt, trying to get it over to Mears. Mears has it in the near corner. And he drops it back off to the point, looking for a connection to Mears, unable to do so. And now the Huskers dump it into the near corner. Cam Herron will stop the puck. And it's picked up, nobody in net there. Now the net knocked off its moorings as well on this side of play. A lot of that happening here in the third period. Cam Herron went to play the puck behind the net. Unable to corral it, the puck lays loose. He gets tripped up trying to go back to his net. Puck laid loose there. Nebraska was unable to put it into the net, however, and the whistle blew. Referee's getting the net back on at mooring. Cam Herron, now the faceoff will be to his right inside the Eagles zone. Taking the draw for Nebraska is going to be John Clark. And the Eagles win the draw. Zach Bunce. Puck knocked outside the zone temporarily by Dylan Durham and not back in. Coming out with, though, is Durham. Durham along the near boards, near face-off circle. Shooting. That puck was blocked. And comes all the way outside of the zone, chasing after it for the Huskers. Unable to gain possession, however, the Eagles gain control. Nebraska takes control of their own blue line. Centering pass over to Patrick Lowe. Lowe loses the puck, intercepted there by Eric Ostrovitz for the Eagles. And now the puck at center ice, dumped back in by Patrick Lowe, behind the net of the Eagles. And a collision there. Puck kept in at the right point by Lowe. Nice job keeping it in, however, it came out and they're going to call offsides. Had it in there most of the time, but then that last push by the Eagles knocked it offsides. Face off outside the Eagles blue line, just in front of the Robert Morris bench. 3-1 here in Nebraska with 15:39 to go in the third period. Playoff hockey, MACHA on SportsTownChicago.com. Carrying the puck now is Matt Deluski. Looking for a centering attempt. He's behind his own net. Outlet along the near boards for Shoemaker. Braden Shoemaker inside his own zone near boards, off the glass. He's trying to feed it over to Cole Metzler, unable to make a connection. Now Matt Zalewski will dump it forward. Joe Dobelair, center ice, dumps it into the Nebraska zone. Puck is picked off by Hunter Hurt. Hurt, centering attempt. Stolen away by Nicholas Walensky of the Eagles. He'll ring it around to Shoemaker in the far corner. Shoemaker turns the puck over. Now we have some action behind the blue line, behind the goal line inside the Peoria zone, along the near boards. And Matt Deluski recovers the loose puck. Shot on net from the point. That shot coming from Hunter Hurt. Glove save by Cam Herron, and he holds on. The faceoff be inside the Eagles zone. 14:32 to play. 3-1, Nebraska. There's a shot attempt from the point. He's going to fire it on net. Easy save there for Herron. No traffic at all. Nothing to impede his vision, so he saw that all the way. Shot from the point again. A little more traffic that time. Shot attempt went wide, however, of Herron to his right. And carrying the puck in is Dylan Durham on the far boards. Near corner, behind the net. Durham circling around, try to do a wraparound. Kept in at the right point. Shot attempt goes wide. Dylan Durham in the corner, going after the puck for the Eagles. Trying to feed it over to the left point. Unable to make a connection. Now the Huskers break out. Coming into the zone. Near far face-off circle. Puck knocked away, and here come the other way. Going in is Cam Bernicki. Cam Bernicki near face-off circle shot. Pad, glove save, and he hangs on. No rebound attempt from Shemek on the shot attempt by Bernicki. 3-1 here, 13:40 to go in the third period. This face-off is going to be to Shemek's left. And the Eagles win the draw. Behind the net, chasing after it for Nebraska. Shovels it over to the far boards. Puck knocked back into the Nebraska zone by the Eagles. And skating in. And the puck deflected up. Matt Deluski. Puck is loose. And we have a player without a stick now. That's Tyler Pullen. He's able to get his stick for Nebraska. Crisis averted. Oh! That's a definite penalty there. That's going to be on Pullen, I believe. No, that's going on Brandon Mass. No, Pullen. I had it right the first time. Tyler Pullen stuck his leg out. There you see it. Tripped up heavily, slew foot. And Robert Morris going to the power play. Not a good penalty to take here. You're up 3-1. You don't want to give any life to the Eagles, but that's exactly what happened here. Shot from the left point, wide, whistled wide there. Hard shot from Shoemaker. Right point, back to Shoemaker on the left point. Over to the near circle, shot on net, save, rebound attempt loose. And the Huskers are able to clear. Shoemaker going after it inside his own zone. A couple quality scoring opportunities there for the Eagles. Pass attempt goes awry. Shoemaker was trying to feed Eric Ostrovics, unable to do so. However, the Eagles gained possession. Puck shot wide there by Philip Edwards on the far boards. Edwards, right point, shot, score! I'm not sure if there's a deflection, but whatever happened, Philip Edwards threw that puck on net. And it's 3-2 now. Goal scored by Edwards. Yeah, based on his reaction, I think that's his goal all the way. And we'll get a look at that replay again. Shot came over to the right point. A quick wrister, healthy wrist shot. Not sure if there's a deflection at all. Hard to see. Either way, cuts the lead. 3-2. Yeah, Philip Edwards getting credit for that goal. 3-2 now. Nebraska over Robert Morris University. I was going to say Philip Morris University, but I didn't know they had one. Chasing the puck along the near boards. That was Matt Deluski. Throws it over to the far boards. Deluski, near boards, keeping the puck inside the Nebraska zone. Going after it is Joe Dobelaire. Dobelaire behind the Nebraska net. He's doing battle with Brad Martin. Dobelaire and Martin. Also have John Clark in there as well, and the whistle blows. Little stick activity going on. Referees want to get in between there. Shots on goal now, all of a sudden in favor of Robert Morris University, 26-22. So the Eagles really stepping on the gas pedal here in the third period. And we're only halfway through. They've cut the deficit down to 1 goal. So this should be an exciting remaining 11:46 here in the third period. Puck loose in the slot area. Nebraska coming out with it near boards. Shoveled over to Tyler Pullen. Tyler Pullen shoots, scores! Nice pass along the boards. Tyler Pullen picks up the loose puck. Skates in from the left face-off circle and fires it over the shoulder of Cameron Cam Herron. We're going to get a look here. You see Tyler Poland's going to enter your screen. Coming in right from the faceoff dot over the glove of Cam Herron, and Tyler Poland kind of atoned for some of his penalty mistakes. Puts Nebraska back up 4-2. So just like that, it's back to a 2-goal bulge for the Huskers with 11:10 to go. Poland back inside the Eagle zone. Now coming out of it is Dylan Durham. Dylan Durham 2-on-1, feeding the slot. Big save. Durham trying to feed Nicholas Walensky, and Shemek comes up with the big save. Shot on net, blocked, did not get through, going all the way down back inside the Robert Morris zone. And going after it, Cam Herron has to. He's being pressured by a Nebraska player. He's got to make a decision with it. Eagles getting the puck over to center ice. Carrying the puck into the near boards, Nicholas Walensky. And he shoots the puck gloved over the net. Picked up by the Huskers, slammed into the boards there. And the puck dumped back in behind the Huskers net. Chasing after it for Nebraska, that's Jonathan Cowley. Cowley along the near boards. Puck knocked back in by Nebraska. Chasing after it is Patrick Lowe. Patrick Lowe along the near boards. Puck kept in at the point. Shoemaker shoots wide of the net. Goes around to the far boards. Circling back to get it is Gunnar Rogers. And the puck intercepted there by Matthew Block for the Huskers. Matthew Block in the far corner. Shoveling it over to Devin Roeder. Eagles keep it in the slot. Nebraska finally able to break through. Coming over the line is Zach Henn. And it's dumped back into the Nebraska zone. That'll be an icing call. Zach Henn, that's Matthew Block, number 14. So the faceoff's going to come back into the Eagles zone here. 9:54 to play, 4-2 Nebraska. There you see Dylan Durham coming in on the 2-on-1 attempt, feeding it over to Nicholas Walensky. Shemek able to come up with a big save there. This faceoff's going to be to the right of Cam Herron. On the draw for the Huskers is going to be Logan Montgomery. And in the dot for the Eagles, that's Joe Dobelaire. Face-off won by the Huskers. On the near boards. Shot rifled behind the net. Picked up along the far boards. Puck is loose in the slot. Puck still loose. Teams are hammering it away. And we got a goal. Unable to corral the rebound. And coming up with the goal was Logan Montgomery. Montgomery with the rebound goal with the puck lying loose. We're going to take a look here. Chip attempt, and there you see it shoveled in. And that extends the lead for the Huskers now to 5-2. So back to a 3-goal bulge here for Nebraska. So this is going to be a big uphill climb for Robert Morris, who had just cut the lead to 3-2 in the last few minutes. But Nebraska is able to answer with 2 quick goals to build their lead back up. Shoemaker keeping the puck in at the point. Knocked off the puck, going after Dylan Durham behind the net of the Huskers. Looking for a centering opportunity. Unable to get it through. Rebound attempt comes outside the zone, and Shoemaker has to regroup. Dumps it back inside the Nebraska zone. Robert Morris will go for a player change. Huskers trying to come out of their zone. Puck dump forward. Center ice. Puck dump back in. That's Nicholas Walensky into the far corner. Big collision there. Nebraska picks up the puck, knocks the puck to center ice. Now the heavy hitting is resuming here. Nebraska throwing some weight and lumber around at this time. Now Dobelaire with a hit. Play getting a little chippy here. The second half, the third period. Tyler Poland throws the puck on net, saved by Cam Herron. Puck is loose. Tyler Poland skating around far boards. He's going to throw the puck on net again. It goes wide. Puck kept in along the near boards by Patrick Lowe. Eagles corral the puck and they dump it inside the Nebraska zone. They go off for the change, the Eagles do. And Nebraska carries the puck forward. Firing the puck on net, that was Braden Moss, and he'll go off for a change. Eagles look to get the puck outside their zone. Having some issues right now. That's Zach Bunce. Along the near boards, Cam Bernicki. Centering pass tried to feed Joe Dobelair, unable to connect, and the Huskers take control. Puck fired off the glass up to center ice. Coming into the zone now is Alex Olson from the faceoff, near faceoff dot. And able to stick that aside was Cam Herron. Puck loose, knocked outside of the Eagles zone. Dump back inside the zone. Cam Herron will stop it, and he'll leave it for Shoemaker, his defenseman. He's being pressured there now by Matthew Block. Bernicki trying to come out with it. And the puck's over to Zach Bunce. Zach Bunce along the near boards. He'll dump it in behind the Nebraska bench. He'll go off for a change. And Nebraska breaks free. That could have been a 2-on-1 attempt there. Nice play by Matt Deluski to break that up for the Eagles. And Nebraska comes into the Eagles zone now. Centering attempt over the shoulder there of Cam Herron. And the Huskers have to regroup at their own blue line. Dumping it in the center ice on net. Herron gloves it, sticks it aside. And the Huskers able to maintain control. Going after in the corners, Jordan Atkins. Atkins in the far corner. Looking to make a connection with Devin Roeder. Atkins, far corner. Atkins still on the far corner. Going after it again is Matthew Block now in the far corner. Near side, that's Dylan Durham. He's finally able to get the puck outside of the Eagle zone, but as soon as he does, it's knocked back in. And the puck is corralled by the Eagles. Carrying the puck forward now is Philip Edwards. Edwards dumps it into the Nebraska zone. Kept in at the point there by Nicholas Walensky. Far corner, he circles it around to Dylan Durham behind the net. Walensky, far corner, back to Dylan Durham. Durham loses control of the puck. Nebraska takes control in the near corner. Puck shoveled forward. Dylan Durham intercepts again. Puck loose, shot, score! So the hard work by Dylan Durham along the near boards, and he feeds Matt Walensky, shot and score. That's just what the doctor ordered for Robert Morris. They needed something quick here. There's still time left. And we're going to get a look at the replay. You're going to see some good board play by Dylan Durham along the near boards. Centering attempt and coming in from the point and burying the shot. That's Nick Walensky with the goal. Cut the lead to 5-3. With 5:20 to go here in the third period. Puck outside the Eagles zone. Nebraska maintains possession. Tyler Poland. Poland loses the puck, and it's picked up by Eric Ostrovics. Pass attempt to Bernicki, unable to corral it. And Nebraska takes over in their own zone. Tyler Poland chips it to inside the Eagles zone. And the puck shoveled in by Cole Metzler. Behind the Nebraska net. Chasing after it is Metzler. Unable to keep it in the zone, however. Shoemaker dumps it back in. And the Eagles had to regroup, get back on side. Puck caromed funny off the boards and kept in by Philip Moulton of the Eagles. And coming back to gain control of the puck. Nebraska having some difficulty exiting their zone. Centering attempt stolen away. That puck picked up now by Hunter Hurt. And he flips it into his own bench, and we're going to have a whistle here with a face-off going to take place inside the Nebraska zone. The face-off is going to be to Kyle Shemick's right. 5-3 here with 4:12 to go in the third period. Nebraska leading Robert Morris University. Puck on net, deflected, and Shemek had to react to that. Was able to cover up nicely. That could have been something dangerous there on the deflection right off the draw. So we're going to reset the face-off again to Shemek's right. On the draw for Robert Morris is Zach Bunce. And Nebraska wins the draw. They dump it outside of the zone. Chasing after it is Alex Olson on the near boards, and he was upended. Big hit there by Phillip Edwards. Nebraska takes control of the puck, however, along the near boards. Now Robert Morris breaks out. Shoemaker coming up center ice over the blue line in the slot. Oh, he tried to stick around one man. Nifty stick handling. Got a shot attempt, soft shot attempt, but still a shot on goal. Nebraska trying to clear. Shoemaker in along the near boards. Puck comes out, picked up by John Clark. Clark dumps it into the Eagles zone, and they'll go off for a line change, Nebraska will. And the Eagles have to reset. Matt Deluski. Centering pass, feeding up to Zach Bunce. Zach Bunce along near boards. Near circle. Tried to feed it into the slot. Unable to make possession of it. Now coming in is Jordan Atkins. Atkins throws it into the near corner. Near corner battle. Coming out with the play was Dobelair. He loses the puck, however. And the puck picked up by Matthew Block. Puck goes out to the point. Kept in by Nebraska. Right point glove save. Snapshot by Patrick Lowe. Cam Herron able to glove that. Hold on. We'll have a face-off to his left. With 2:51 to go in the third period, Nebraska up 5-3. So the score remains the same here. At some point, you're probably going to see Robert Morris University pull their goalie, have an empty net to get the additional attacker on. Just don't know when that time is going to come here, so we'll wait and see that. They're chasing 2 goals. Shot for the point blocked by Bernacki of the Eagles. The Eagles carrying forward. Far side, Bernacki, shot on net, rebound, kicked out. Going into the corner, chasing after it for the Eagles is Eric Ostrovics. Ostrovics behind the net. And we got 4 players scrumming for the puck. Puck is loose, picked up by the Eagles. That's Cole Metzler. Metzler looking for a centering attempt, unable to connect. And now gets it over to Bernacki in the far near corner. Centering attempt blocked. Nebraska having difficulty clearing now. As of right now, Cam Herron still in goal for the Eagles. Down 2. Nebraska able to maintain possession now. Centering pass over to the far boards. Nebraska picks up the puck, deflected, and shoveled in behind the net into the near corner. Carrying the puck is Zach Bickler. Bickler, shot attempt. What a save. Shot attempt from the far face-off circle. Cam Herron able to make the save on that, keep it a 2-goal deficit with 1:39 to play now. The face-off's going to be inside the Eagles zone. I imagine as soon as the Eagles gain possession, they get inside the zone of Nebraska. If they do, they'll pull their goalie. And Robert Morris is going to call a timeout now, talk it over, and that's probably exactly what they're doing. As soon as they know what the situation is, they'll call Cam Herron over and bring on the extra attacker. 5-3 Nebraska here, 1:39 left in the third period. This is the first round of playoff action here in the Silver Division for the Mid-American Collegiate Hockey Association. First 3 games all went as scripted. The top 3 seeds, 1, 2, and 3, all won their games. And the number 4 seed here, Nebraska, is up by 2 goals with 1:39 to go. Shots on goal, 30-27, Robert Morris University, Peoria over Nebraska. So remember when we entered this third period, shots on goal were 20-14 in favor of Nebraska. They only had 7 shots this period and 17 shots in the third period for Robert Morris. And they've been able to put 3 goals on net there. So shoot the puck on net, good things happen, as they say. That's exactly what's happened for Robert Morris University. So this is going to be a big face-off draw for the Eagles. If they want to get that extra attacker on, they have to win possession of the puck. And if you're Nebraska, if you win possession of the puck, you may want to kill some time, circle back into your own zone. You don't want to play four corners. Shot, Nebraska wins the draw. Shot from the face-off circle, far circle, stick to side there by Heron. And the Eagles come out of their zone. And now there goes Heron to the bench for the extra attacker, so the Eagles have an empty net. Bernacki behind the net, as well as Shoemaker for the Eagles. Bernacki and Shoemaker. Puck is loose. Nebraska flips it outside of the zone, unable to keep it in, and the Eagles are going to have to regroup. Joe Dobelair on the left point, skating in, gets it into the slot area. Shot was deflected by one of the Nebraska defenders, and puck lies loose. Puck is knocked down over at the far point. We're going to have a call here. Hand pass. So the puck's going to go outside of the Nebraska zone. Face-off dot just in front of the Nebraska bench. 55 seconds remaining. 5-3 Nebraska. First round playoff action here. 4 seed trying to defeat the 5 seed. And Robert Morris wins the draw, but they're unable to corral the loose puck, chasing after it, almost shoveling it into the empty net there. Unable to do so, however. Nebraska maintains possession. Blue line, shot attempt was deflected by Shoemaker, and he's going to regroup and try and bring the puck forward, get it into the zone, feeding Bernacki. Bernacki dumps it into the far corner. Chasing after it now is Eric Ostrovics. To the near corner. Shoveled out and gets past the defense all the way down. This will be an icing call against Nebraska. We'll bring the draw back inside the Nebraska zone with 18 seconds left. Nebraska clinging to a 2-goal lead. And now we have a timeout for Nebraska. So that's a good call. After the icing call, he wants to give his players a little bit of a breather before they resume play. .18 seconds to go, 2-goal lead for Nebraska. They don't want to take any chances, so coach is trying to give his players a little breather there, head coach Larry Taylor of the Huskers. And while he's giving his players a breather, over on the other side, Mason Riley, the head coach for the Eagles, kind of draw something up for this face-off play. Eagles need a quick strike. Winning the draw is paramount to them in this situation. .18 seconds to go. And this is the fourth and final game of today's broadcast on SportsTownChicago.com of the Silver Division playoffs and the Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association playoffs. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We'll have 2 games here. Winner of this game will go on to face Iowa State. Draw to Shemek's left. Eagles looking to go after the puck. In the near corner, puck battle. Puck is loose. No one has control at this point. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. And time is going to run out on Robert Morris University. Puck fired towards the empty net, unable to connect, but time runs out. And Nebraska will win this game 5-3 over Robert Morris University of Peoria. The Eagles put up a valiant effort here in the third period, but they got behind too far, and they're unable to eclipse the 3-goal deficit. Nebraska going on now, and they're going to take on Iowa State in the first game that we'll have on SportsTownChicago.com tomorrow at 4:15, and the nightcap at 7 o'clock. Marquette's going to take on Aurora University. For the first 4 seeds in this bracket, all advanced to second-round play. It's like it was drawn up that way. There you see the handshakes at center ice, so a good effort there by Robert Morris University to make a game for this. They were trailing 3-0. They were down in shots. Final shots turned out to be 30-28 in favor of Robert Morris, but that's not the scoreboard that they were looking at. Unfortunately for them, the scoreboard shows 5-3, Nebraska winning over Robert Morris University. So again, We'd like to thank you for listening in and watching on our 4 games of hockey today in the Mid-America Collegiate Hockey Association playoffs first round. Second round action tomorrow. Make sure you join us. Again, I'd like to thank Kyle DeWalt, Tim Helms, Chris Labasco, our crew today. Thanks for everything, and thank you for listening and watching. We'll see you tomorrow on SportsTownChicago.com.